At first glance, Tiffany Trump might seem like a typical member of the pampered Californian youth. However, behind the vibrant social media snapshots lies a profound personal tragedy. Let's delve into what really hides behind the glamorous photos of the youngest daughter of the former U.S. president. In the media, her name is often accompanied by the unflattering epithet forgotten. Tiffany is rarely talked about, as it seems even her father sometimes forgets her existence, focusing mainly on his three older children. In interviews, Donald Trump often praises Ivanka, while Tiffany receives only a few terse remarks. Why has it turned out this way? How is Tiffany doing now? Subscribe to the channel, give a like, and watch this video to the end. Let's get started. In the Trump family, the history of their dynasty is deeply honored. Donald Trump himself takes great pride in his great-grandfather, who borrowed $20 from his mother, boarded a ship to New York, and began a new life in the USA. It is said that the entrepreneurial spirit passed on to the 45th President of the United States from the patriarch of the Trump clan, who managed to amass a considerable fortune by building houses in the Bronx. This very business acumen is evident in Ivanka Trump, the father's favorite, and this makes the contrast between the first and second daughters of the billionaire even sharper. Ivanka is well connected in high political circles, a significant figure in the corporate world, and leads the Trump Organization. In contrast, Tiffany was never introduced into her father's business. Despite her efforts to prove herself as a worthy successor to her father, the press has long dubbed her the forgotten daughter of Trump, a nickname she has been unable to shake off for many years. Tiffany Trump was born at St. Mary's Hospital in Florida on October 13, 1993. 4 years before her birth, her mother, Marla Maples, had captured the heart of Manhattan's wealthiest man from his first wife, Ivana Trump, under scandalous circumstances. As per tradition, Trump took his family skiing in Aspen for Christmas, secretly inviting his mistress to join them while his wife and children enjoyed the mountains. On the fourth day of the vacation, Marla's nerves finally gave way, and she approached Ivana in a restaurant, declaring that she wanted her husband. Trump's wife was stunned by such audacity, and a verbal spat quickly escalated into a full-blown fight. The Wall Street Playboy, as Trump's colleagues nicknamed him, had his 2-year affair exposed, prompting an outraged Ivana to file for divorce. The timing couldn't have been worse for Donald. At that moment, he had just parted ways with 2 business partners and taken out a large loan for a new venture. The scandal, which the press immediately latched onto, was the last thing he needed. Trump's concerns proved valid. The public saw Ivana, a beloved socialite, as the wronged wife, and newspapers were soon filled with sensational headlines. Ivana seals better deals. Trump's most expensive night of love. Give me the plaza. Realizing the press was on her side, Ivana began leaking details of their personal life to tabloids, painting her husband as a real monster. Trump's ratings plummeted, and his image as a family man was shattered. During the divorce, Donald handed over the mansion and $25 million in settlements to Ivana. It's said that Trump never forgot the scandal that so severely damaged his reputation. He hadn't even wanted to marry Marla Maples, but when she announced her pregnancy, Donald reluctantly took the aspiring Broadway actress down the aisle. Some in Trump's circle believe he transferred this lingering resentment towards Marla onto their daughter, Tiffany, feeling disappointed with her from birth. However, this is undoubtedly a biased opinion. After her divorce from Trump, Marla Maples took their daughter to their home in California, striving to give Tiffany a normal childhood free from paparazzi. Meanwhile, the child exhibited remarkable social skills from a young age. By the age of 15, she had befriended much of Hollywood and was welcome in many stars' homes, yet her own father often seemed indifferent to her. During a campaign speech, Trump once said, "I'm very proud of my children, Dawn, Ivanka, Eric, and, to a lesser extent because she's just finished college. Tiffany, but she's terrific." Terrific Tiffany, meanwhile, achieved top grades at the University of Pennsylvania. Despite her efforts to uphold the image of a billionaire's daughter, she lived quite modestly for a student. Her father provided her with $500 a month. It wasn't until her older sister Ivanka intervened and suggested Trump open an account for Tiffany to cover her growing expenses that things changed. Credit where it's due. Tiffany, despite her father's indifferent attitude, never complained. During Trump's presidential campaign, she even delivered a heartfelt speech at the Republican National Convention. "I still keep all my school report cards and reread the notes my dad left on them for me. He always helped me strive to be better," she said. The glossy magazines, however, turned their spotlight on Tiffany when she got married on January 13, 2022. And what a brilliant match it was. Her chosen one was Michael Boulos, a businessman of Lebanese French descent who grew up in Nigeria. Tiffany and Michael had first met in 2017 on Mykonos in a mutual friend's company, but only started dating at the end of 2018 after her breakup with Ross. The wedding was held at Trump's luxurious Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida, and it was her father who walked her down the aisle. Tiffany truly sparkled on her big day. In 2020, Tiffany graduated from the prestigious Georgetown University Law School and is currently a research fellow with Professor Sean Hopwood at the Institute. Despite her impressive credentials, Tiffany lives quite modestly compared to her other Trump siblings and still harbors dreams of carving out a career within her father's team. What do you think about this story? Share your thoughts in the comments.